mean, I'd been an attorney for many years at that point, but I really didn't know there was such a thing as private lending. And he asked me to do it. And I happened to have some money sitting in a checking account. And I was like, it's like a $50,000 loan. I was like, sure. And I loved it. The regular interest rate was 15%. And the woman actually went into default in the first loan. My interest rate jumped to 18%. And anyway, she ended up refinancing me out. I didn't have to foreclose. And I just made a lot of money. I'm like, man, this is kind of fun. You know, I was practicing law and making more money on the side in one loan than I was making as my salary as a lawyer. So
amazing, isn't it?
yeah, it was pretty cool.
So right off the top, now you're scaling your business, which is amazing. So if somebody that's on Zoom or watching in right now wants to find out how it works to be a borrower for yours, what's your website?
So we're working on the website because I just set up this Fair Oaks Funding LLC. So we're working on the website. We are going to have landing pages at Dealmaker. They're doing the final tweaks right now that will take you directly where you can fill out a form if you're interested in talking with us. And then Patty Bain is coming on board with me as sort of the borrower liaison loan manager person because, you know, she's this licensed residential contractor. She's done hundreds of flips. So anyway, you will probably as a borrower schedule a call with her first and just start talking about what you've got going on and what you want to do. And if we think we'll be a good fit and you think we'll be a good fit, then we'll go forward from there. On the investor side, we're just going to work with co-lenders. So far, it's all been my money and my lines of credit. And I've used my siblings a couple of times. But then if somebody's interested in investing, they'll fill out a form and then get a call with me and we'll just figure out what they need and if we can help them. So all those landing pages will be ready by next week, and then we'll be able to publish them.
You know, all right, love it. I love it.
I've got a question.
Go ahead, Tom.
In right now. So you talked about all of this. You know, private lending is great, but how do you find good borrowers?
Well, you find good borrowers by being in good rooms, right? So Dealmaker is a great place. In fact, it's funny, I don't live in Richmond. So far, every one of my borrowers, with the exception of one in the last year, and I've probably done 30 loans in the last year, every one of those people is in Virginia. Why are they in Virginia? Because they all came to Dealmaker. You know, met me at Dealmaker. And the one that we just did that's in South Carolina, I met at the Dealmaker Lending Conference in Orlando. So it's being in the right room, it's talking to people, letting people know what you do, letting people know that your goal is to help them. You know, we always want to help the borrower. We want to help the co-lender investor because that's how we get ahead in this world, right? A rising tide rises all ships. And we truly believe the more people we can help, the better we're going to be. So it's being in the right room and making the effort to talk to people. And you know, I get kind of introverted. I know nobody believes that, but I do. And I have to force myself to actually break into a conversation and start talking because I could just, you know, hide in the corner if I wanted to. But nobody believes that about me, but it is true.
No way. I don't believe it.
It is true. And I've been speaking for 30 some years and I get nervous as heck every time before I get up.
Do you really? There's a secret.
Absolutely.
You're going to be nervous before Dealmaker? I am
absolutely nervous before I go up there. I've been literally speaking for over 30 years and I'm nervous every time I go up there.